Hi everyone and welcome to a new video. My name is Tolumi Abiola and I am a fashion teacher, and today we're doing something very interesting. A number of people have sent me emails, messages to teach how to cut a tube top, how to cut a breast cut top, different things all around the same area, or all in the same area. So today I thought, okay, let me take some time out to answer to your request. So today I want to teach you how you can cut a tube top with Ankara. I know some of us are excited. I'm excited too. So today I'm teaching you how you can cut a tube top. So what do we need for this? As usual, you need your tape measure, you need your scissors, you need your tailor's chalk, and of course you need your fabric. It is important. Without any fabric, there's no dress. So we start with taking the fabric. Okay, so yeah, so let's start. How much of fabric do you want? It's just a tube top, just what I've sketched here. For those that don't know, a tube top is just a top that starts from just like the upper chest area. It starts from the neck area. It's a blouse, you know, that starts from the neck area and it doesn't start from the shoulders, so it just starts from here, and then that's what we're doing today. So that's what I've sketched here. You don't need a lot of fabric. For someone like me, I can manage 1 yard. That's fine. It's just a top, so you don't need a lot of fabric for it. It actually just depends on your length. So we're going to start. What measurements do you need for this? You need your bust measurement. That's important. You need your waist measurement. You need to know the length of your blouse. You need to know the length of your blouse. You need to know your length to underbust. So when I say length to underbust, I mean from the shoulder to your underbust. Length to underbust. You need your length to bust point. Length to bust point. You also need your bust point, the distance between your bust points. Yeah, of course. And then another measurement that I usually use as a tip, I use the neck measurement, like the neckline. So these are the basic measurements that you need. I hope it's not a lot. But if you're confused on how to take this measurement, you can check my previous video on how to take measurements, and then hopefully it will help you out. Okay, so I'm going to use myself. Yeah. So bust is about 38, waist is about 32. The length of my blouse, I'm just gonna measure it and show you. So I still measure from the shoulder. So I measure from the shoulder up to wherever I want the blouse to stop. So say I want the blouse to stop here. I've got about 25. So the length of my blouse is about 25. That's actually long for me. I usually use 24, so maybe I should change it to 24. So the length of my blouse is 24. My length on the bust is 14. Length to bust point, I've got about 11 and a half. Bust point, I've got 8. And the neck length measurement is the distance from the shoulder to wherever you want the neckline to start from. So even if you're having a straight out neckline, whatever kind of neckline you want, where you want the deepest point of the neckline, that's in the center. So that's your neck measurement. So we can say my own deepest point, say I want it to be 9. So I'm just going to put 9 here. So these are the measurements you need to start with. So these are the measurements. So now we're going to go ahead to cut. And then as usual, we use the widest part of the upper part of the body to cut the fabric. So the bust measurement I've got is 38. I am going to add a total, if I'm going to put lining in it, I'm going to add a total of 12 inches. It's a lot, yes, but I add a total of 12 inches to the bust measurement. So we had 38 before, so I'm going to need 50 now for the bust measurement. So I'm going to cut the bust measurement, which is 50. So let's look for 50 here. Now for the 50, you're going to have 25 at the back and then another 25 in the front. So I'm going to see if I've got up to that here. Oops, it's not enough, so we're going to have to figure out a way to do this. So like I said, you need 50 50 for the width of your blouse. And now the length. How do we calculate the length? You're going to use the length of the blouse, which is 24. You subtract your neck length from it. My neck length is 9, you know, so you subtract that, you know, from this. So you're going to have, if we take 24 away from 9, you're going to have 15. So 15 will be the length of the top, which means that's if the top is starting from here. But if you want to have a sweeter neck, because if you're having a sweeter neckline, the middle part is deeper than the side. So you just add, you know, like maybe an extra 2 to whatever measurement you get. So if I'm having a sweater, just like I've done here, you can see this part is deeper than the rest. So I'm adding like maybe an extra 2 or an extra 3, whatever you want, you know. So when I do 24, when I subtract my length from 24, I have 15, and then I just add maybe another 2 or 3 to it, you know, because of this neck depth. Say I'm going to add 2, I got 17. Of course, you need the length allowance, the length to sew it to the lower part and the upper part. So I'm going to end up with 19 for the length. So really I need 19 by 50. So I'm going to get my 19 by 50 from this fabric. So yeah, let's go. Okay, now so I have cut my fabric. I've got my length here, which is 19. 19 is what we calculated and got. And then this is my width 50. So I cut the front 25 and cut the back 25. So I've got 2 pieces here. So I separate it and place them on top of each other. So this is my length 19. This is another 19. I'm just going to take off this. So I've got my 19 by 19. So I just put them on top of each other. This is what I do. So now the first thing I'm going to do is shape the sides. That's important. You shape the sides together. So remember that our neck point was 9 inches, but we added an extra 2 inches to it. So so say that means we're supposed to have 7, and then we added 1 inch to the upper part for allowance. So I hope I'm not going to confuse you. Okay, I'll start again. Our neck measurement was 9, which means the blouse was supposed to start from 9, but because it's a sweetheart neckline, we added 2 inches to it. So instead of it starting 9, we started 7 inches. Now when we were adding the sewing allowance, we added 1 inch to the upper part, 1 inch to the lower part. So our neckline on this fabric that we've got is actually starting from 6. So we just place the tape pull on the 6 mark. I hope you can see this. So we've got the tape measure on the 6 mark. So after the 6 mark, the next thing you measure, you try to mark the under bust points. You try to mark the waist point, which is usually 3 inches thereabouts, you know, after the waist, if your length of the bust is not more than 14. But you can just always measure, check the measurement video if you're confused on how to measure it. So yeah, this is the waist measurement, and this is the length to under bust measurement. Now on the waist measurement, our waist here was 32. If you have the same 12 inches we added, we're going to have 44. So 44 divided by 4, because we folded this into 4, we're going to have 11 inches. So you just mark the 11 here. You mark the 11 here. Now this is starting from, we started from 6. You want to probably mark the 9 here, which is the armhole. You can mark the 9 here. If you want to use 8 for your armhole, you can take it off, but 9 is fine for your armhole. So now I'm just going to shape. So I'm going to just shape this from the armhole. I'm going to shape this to meet this, and then take this out. Now that's the shaping for the sides. The shaping for the sides needs to be the same. Front and back needs to be the same. So I am going to cut it, which I have done. So I'm going to cut it. So if I want a nice different shape for the lower part, I can just do it. I can just I just always like to do this shape of the lower part. Okay, so now this is the armhole point. I just try to notch this here, and then I notch it in about 1 inch. So I measure 1 inch before I do anything, before I cut it, and then I just cut it in by 1 inch. So I've cut it in by 1 inch. I'm going to separate the front and the back. So we can start with the back. This is the back. I've notched this by 1 inch. Now when you're shaping the back, usually at the back, you don't have the sweetheart shape at the back. You either have, so this is the back. The shape is either going to be straight like this, yeah, or it comes in like this. You know, it would be funny if what you have at the back is something like this. It's a no-no. You don't want to have that at the back, you know. So, whatever shape you want at the back, you start from after the 1 inch, and we left the 1 inch so that when we join it, the front and back remains the same. So, I can just do anything. I can just do this for the back. I can do this. I cut it out that way. So I'm going to cut it out that way. But before I cut it, I fold it into 2. And the reason why I fold it into 2 is because I want to shape it for the darts. So I fold it into 2 equal parts. Yeah. And then remember we started from 6. So 6 all the way to 17. 17 is the waist point. I'm going to mark half of an inch there. Half of an inch there. And then I take it from the upper part here. Take it from the upper part here all the way to the waist, and then take it out again. It's like a gentle slope. So I take it from the upper part here and all the way to the waist, and then I cut it open. And I cut it open. So this will be the side of my tube, and this will be the middle. So I'm now going to cut this. So now you can see that it looks like the back of my tube. So these are the sides. I usually try to mark the side so I don't get confused, you know, when I'm sewing. Always remember to mark on the wrong side. So this is one side, this is another side, and then this is one middle, this is another middle, and I'm just going to join this to this, join this to this, and then I have my back all set. So now we're going to move to the front of the tube. So I hope you've been able to understand what we've done so far. In the next part of the video, I'm going to be showing you how to cut the front of the tube. But so far, this is the back of the tube. Thanks for watching. My name is Tolumi Abiola. Just check the next video for how to do the front one. Thank you. Bye-bye.